The college basketball experience, Final Four preview and picks, and a couple of crown games as well. Episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up at Underdog Fantasy. Use our promo code TCE SGPN to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. And we're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Get up to $750 in cashback rewards each month when you sign up at edgeboost.bet. Use our promo code SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Bill Romanowski. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes! 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 Woo! Welcome! Welcome to the college basketball experience. Final Four preview, picks, good old times, and some Crown Royal on the rocks. Royale, they say. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. Currently sweating out action. We got the Trojans of the Trojan men of USC up 41-36 on Villanova in the Crown there in Las Vegas. And we also have the Irvine Chattanooga game in Indianapolis, the NIT Championship. Maybe it's going to go to overtime. Maybe that was the good Lord striking me with that. Currently Irvine up 6. I believe Chattanooga is shooting free throws. 2:40 left on the clock. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Yes. We're hanging on to these college basketball games. Just at ESPN Albuquerque, ESPN Missoula, hitting. As you can tell, Pick Dundee's hitting the big cities. All right. But hey, there's excitement in the air in Montana. Shout out to my guys up there in Missoula and Albuquerque, down there in Albuquerque. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Monetline Mac. How are you, brother?
Cheers, man. This NIT game is awesome. Cherishing every last minute of it. And, we only a handful of games here, unfortunately, left in the season.
I'm not going to play your music. I'm going to play this one.
And may the Schwartz be with you. What a world.
Because I feel like we're just, Schwartz was everything in Spaceballs. I know we have the college baseball experience, which we're loading up on. Check it out. I saw Bieniek in the weeds tonight. Talk about goddamn relief pitchers and goddamn UC Riverside, right? So go check out the college baseball experience. We're rolling, and we love the fucking road to Omaha. The Frozen 4 episode we're going to do next week. But there's something bleak about only seeing like what? I'm thinking we're seeing what? Are we really at like 6 games left?
Yeah.
6 games left in the season.
It sucks.
Tough times, man. We are joined by third man in the booth. He's gonna bring some optimism to this party. Yeah. Well, Kobe, thinking about killing myself. No, but I'm fucking with you, buddy. He is the host of the College Baseball Experience and the muscle behind the Frozen Four. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, buddy?
There's always plenty of optimism to those that tail my futures picks.
Did you just mush yourself?
No, I did not. I cashed 3 Final Four futures, and in 3 minutes, I'm hoping that another one gets across the finish line.
Why did you just say that?
I didn't. I timed it with your conversation. That was not jinxing myself. It was just on topic.
Well, you're up 4.
It's certainly plenty of time left for Chattanooga to win this one and steal it. But that's why you guys elected to go live during the game.
Well, just to see your reaction in case you did lose it, of course.
I'm not gonna like rip my shirt off and run around. You're not gonna get that.
You're not Bruce Pearl.
You're not Eric Musselman. What are the odds, Musselman? If Musselman rips his shirt off at the Crown, that would be a bold fucking play. I mean, not that anyone's there. I'm just saying, it would be a bold play. We did have a game go final earlier, and it was a shocker. Cincinnati won 6 of 7. 6 of 7 against UCF. Not anymore. UCF 88, Cincinnati 80. You pile of shit, Wes Miller. Just when I buy into your Cincinnati bullshit.
Deserves to get canned for that.
I've been
UCF
fading Cincinnati
without their
all
2
year.
best players.
Yeah. What a pile of shit. Go back to your Skyline chili, you fucking pile of shit. Your thoughts on that? I mean, come on. That's got to be the most disappointing loss there. I mean, of the whole Crown, right? Of the whole fucking Crown, this has to be the one, right?
Hey, I'm back in on the Crown. One of our sponsors sent me my money back, so at least they said, all right, we're done fucking with this guy for 48 hours. He's going elsewhere with his business, but they sent me my money back. I'm back in on the Crown. I had UCF because Cincinnati did Cincinnati things. Perfect ending to a disappointing year, to be honest. Like, that was a perfect ending to lose a shorthanded UCF team to sum up a shit year for the Bearcats.
Yeah, and I'm glad you got your money back from our sponsors.
Yeah, it was a shock. I thought it's a mistake.
Look, we all make mistakes, but and we got it done. And Bieniek, this is the worst loss of the Crown, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were joking around pre-show that the Crown has pretty much gone chalk outside of this one game. So, just like all March Madness and some of the NIT had some more upsets than both the Crown and the NCAA tournament, but for the most part, hasn't been a whole lot of the fun type of action this year. So yeah, shout out to Cincinnati for delivering on not delivering this year.
Yeah. Biggest disappointment in the Big 12. I know people would say Kansas. I'll say Cincinnati.
I mean, the disrespect that Texas Tech got in the preseason, that Cincinnati was their dark horse ranked team in the preseason over Texas Tech, was crazy.
I had Tech over them, but I did have Cincinnati. Dude, they had everybody back from the team that played.
Dude, I had Arizona State as a surprise team. So, I mean, fucking Hurley. My 30 Jameson Gingers I had up there, sitting there with all these fucking Arizona State guys sprinkling fairy dust on me.
He'll be assistant coach at UConn here in any year now. He ain't gonna be there long. He'll be in UConn with his brother.
Yeah. So what do we got here? It's still a 4-point game.
Yep.
Still a 4-point game, but we're in good spot. 1:19 on the clock.
You had 2 threes.
Yeah.
Go down.
Was K-State more disappointing than Cincinnati? Probably, actually. The more I think about it,
they're pretty close considering
they spent more money.
You factor in the dollar value. K-State might be there, man. I mean, Kansas is almost all time. They're preseason fucking number 1.
Yeah.
It fucking sucked because of fucking Bieniek's boy.
Did I see Trey Donaldson go to Miami today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bieniek, I know you're about to fucking pull your hair out over there.
Why? Where are you at in the game?
I have 45 seconds left.
We're in
Yeah.
the same spot.
Oh boy. Here we go. Come on, Mox. Just cover. I'll give you the win, Bieniek. All right.
I agree. Just give me my 3.5. Don't foul. Run out the clock.
They're gonna take a timeout.
Yeah. You fucking lucky son of a bitch. He was wide open. Nobody. What kind of defense?
We got
is there?
3.5. We're all right. I mean,
Yeah.
I got 3.5 at least.
I did. I bet it. I bet it this morning. It closed at 2.5. Something tells
Rob,
me it's gonna land
what
on-
else am I gonna say when Colby literally puts it on a tee? Maybe Noah's gonna bring us some optimism here.
Why would you say that though?
Me?
Because he literally,
Because-
he literally.
I was about to say, because
introed
it's
it.
called
Noah's gonna
fucking
bring some
entertainment. It's
optimism.
called entertainment. All right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh my god!
Oh, Nick, why
Are
did you
you
do this to
serious?
yourself?
Fucking rimmed all the way out.
Oh man, it is like
Currently UC Irvine up 1, 27 seconds left. Oh my God.
He missed
call time
both.
out and take the last shot.
He
Give us our
missed
cover.
both. Oh man,
Oh,
they fouled a
my
3-point
God.
shooter. Oh shit!
You still
dude.
got 16 seconds, folks. I know if you're listening to this on the audio side, you probably want to unsubscribe. And I
Russ-
get it, but
Russ Turner is losing his mind.
I think he's right. Oh, dude, that's not a foul. That's not a foul.
Oh yeah, he is.
that's
right.
some bullshit.
They
This
gotta review
generation
that.
shit.
Look,
Can you
twirl the
overturn
fingers.
that? You
Can
can't
you review
overturn
that? You can't
You can't
overturn that.
overturn that.
They call it in
It's
real
the
time.
NBA.
That is some bullshit, though. I
It's a
hate that.
horrible call.
That was terrible.
I mushed myself since we have time here. I only have one mush on the year. The famous Kansas-Houston game where they fucking Kansas at the Fog up 6 with 15 seconds.
I was
left.
on Houston too, man. That was a very frustrating game. Very,
When
very frustrating.
Juwan Harris got the ball, they're up 6 with 15 seconds, and all he's got to do is make one free throw. And I'm like, oh yeah, Kansas is always going to beat Houston. And then he misses both, and then they can't get the ball inbounds.
Chattanooga's first
only-
lead of the fucking half.
Yeah, that was my only mush of the year. I haven't even came close to thinking about mushing myself since.
That is a terrible call, though.
Horrible call. Horrible call.
Yeah.
Colby's getting exactly what he wanted here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know how Springer works. All right, Jerry Springer. Remember, it was probably before your day, but Jerry Springer, you gotta press the right buttons. It was rigged from the start, but you still gotta press the right buttons when it's live.
I mean, what are we doing?
They called that a foul.
They needed to.
The
But
makeup.
this is terrible. This is a total.
Oh
left
my
field.
god, that was even worse.
It was a makeup call. They needed to call it. I just can't believe one, that's a travel.
That
Two,
is weak as
you have 3 timeouts. What are you doing?
that was weak as fuck that they just called.
Come on, this is my boy too. Come on.
You know, he started at Chattanooga.
Did he?
He's a transfer.
Pre Dan Earl, right?
That's
No,
2.
last year.
Wow.
Yeah, this is his former team. They did a whole segment on this earlier in the day. And he wears 77 for Jeremy Lin. See, I'm locked in. Lin Sanity.
Ooh.
Chase Sanity.
He wears 77 for me.
Yeah. He needs to get that 77th point right here, right?
Yeah.
that too.
What a fucking
What
ref.
are we doing?
I can't. Yeah, what are we doing? They didn't review.
Checking the clock, trying to ice him.
Why
Put some
did you do
time back on
the
that
first
clock.
free throw?
For real. Do it during the first and second. Don't
Oh,
stop the fucking play.
Promote this fucking crew to the SWAC next year.
Holy
we don't
moly.
see them again. They're
I don't,
terrible.
I don't need them on my Bethune-Cookman games. What the fuck you trying to do to me, buddy?
Oh well,
Hey.
Alabama. Oh, dude, that's some bullshit.
Here we go. 76 all 10 seconds left.
God damn it,
Timeout.
Colby,
Damn
this fuck.
Dude.
Fucking
Colby, you need to hit an ad.
Yeah.
As they hit an ad, we need to hit an ad.
That works. That works. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by, us, the college basketball experience. We are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. So hello, friends. Augusta is right around the corner. And SGPN is back with Splash Sports for a big contest. How about this? Up to $30,000 in prizes and only a $25 entry fee. Get in on the action, folks. Even if you don't like golf, hell, you throw $25, you might win $30K. Why would you not? Splashsports.com/SGPN. Once again, that's splashsports.com/SGPN. Also, tune into the Golf Gambling Podcast, the Bottom Line Bombs with my pal CJ Sullivan, and also the Steffi Smalls Show for all your Masters picks on SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by SeatGeek. Yeah, you could be one of these people watching the NIT in a classic as Chattanooga and UC Irvine do battle, or the Final Four. We got some people that tagged us online. They're already in San Antonio, hitting the bar scene. Appreciate that at TCE on SGPN. But yeah, nothing like seeing live sports or live comedy or live music. It's just there's an edge you can't get on from watching on TV. So if you're going to go out, which I highly recommend to go see sports or comedy or music, then you should be using SeatGeek. And I'm saying this, yes, they're our sponsor, but also because they're the best actual price and the best user-friendly app. And the game is going on right now, so I apologize. But yeah, with over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek's the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and much, much more. I love using SeatGeek. I honestly do. I use it all the time. And one of the best things is SeatGeek has your back because each ticket's rated on a 1 to 10 scale, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And your boy Pick Dundee came through for you because I got you a promo code the next time you do go out to a sporting event or a live concert. Use the promo code SGPN10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Once again, that's promo code SGPN10 for 10% off any tickets with that promo code. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later over at SeatGeek. All right.
How about that fucker missing that?
Chattanooga kid thinks it's out on him.
What just happened right now?
He missed a bunny over the 7-footer.
No, I saw that.
It went out of bounds, and the Chattanooga kid put his head down, thinking that it went off on him. But they called it Chattanooga ball, so they're reviewing it.
Yeah.
This is so fucking ridiculous. How did he miss that?
So NIT experimental rule: if you appeal for a review and you lose it, you lose a timeout.
I wish overtime was like the Elam ending, like they do for TBT. They should have experimented that so we could have hit our cover. It's like first 1 to 8 points wins.
I mean, I have no idea who it's off of.
Neither does this fucking ref. He's horrible.
Yeah. By the way, don't look now, but Villanova with the 2-point lead on the Trojan men at the Crown in Vegas.
Ref. He's fucking horrible.
Oh, he's fucking terrible. This is a Greenstein is the white ball dude. He's fucking horrible. He's been horrible all year. They need
for the Big 12 crew.
Doesn't Turner kind of look like a Bond villain?
I love Turner. He's a different cat. He's odd.
They need to take some time off the clock here.
Dan Earl's a good coach, man.
He is a very good coach.
They're both good coaches. Irvine's got the school record for wins this year.
How did no time come off the clock? The ball went in play.
Yeah, I thought he kicked it, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's dead on the kick though. So what would have went off 0.1?
Something.
It has something
right?
has to go. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Couldn't get a cleaner look.
Wide open.
Rush. Make it.
Unbelievable. Well-designed play.
Jason Graham goes, Ginger missed again. He missed the bunny and he missed the 3.
He was closer on the 3 than the bunny.
We're heading to overtime in the NIT.
Oh man,
which has been fire this year.
what a ride!
Look at that. How do you? You're not going to get a better look than that. You're not going to get a better look than that to win a game, right?
What the fuck was what's his name doing? The big fella for Irvine, he was just taking a nap in the paint. I guess guarding a lob.
Oh,
Who are they going to throw a lob to? Their guards are all 5'10".
Shout out to 357 giving us $5. Thoughts on Ovechkin about to beat the Gretzky record. Gretzky has more points and assists than goals, I think.
Tweet it.
Yeah, you know. I mean, yeah. Tweet that question to Troy Judy.
At Troy Judy.
Yeah.
Ovechkin's a beast. I like
he is
Ovechkin.
a beast.
Yeah.
And the great one, you know, I'm sure he laid a lot of pipe throughout Canada and LA.
Yeah,
right?
I mean
Phoenix.
Ovi's been in real. Like I credit him a lot because I think the goalie equipment grew 2 times the size since Gretzky got out of the game. But the amount of assists that Gretzky has is even more than his goals, which is just astounding. So, and then he also earlier in the show, I didn't show it, but gave us $2 saying Bieniek or anyone's thoughts on torpedo bats. I think they're stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Years ago,
I
or even just last year, if you got jammed, it means you suck as a hitter, that you couldn't square up the ball. But now if your bat is more optimized to keep you from jamming yourself when you're swinging at baseballs, to me, it's, I don't know. I guess I have more of an old head than others, but I'm not a fan.
I like seeing this development in you, Bieniek. All right, because I think it's horseshit too. I prefer my guys doing steroids and dying younger.
That was the best era.
Yeah,
Steroid
that was. I remember Barry Bonds looked like me, and then one day, like he showed up to training camp and he was just jacked. Same with McGuire. Remember when he was on first base at the fucking A's?
Yips, man.
He wore like Mark McGuire in like his first 7 years was like fucking $150, right? Then one year he just shows up jacked. Perfect. Brady Anderson, same fucking thing with the Orioles.
Same.
I prefer
By the
that.
way, overtime we can cash my over.
There you go. But no, yeah, I prefer, you know, if you're gonna do sports, you got to go the distance, right? And that doesn't mean this bullshit. I'm talking about, I want my guys roided up, beating your roided up guys.
I mean, dude, if you want to take steroids, take steroids.
Why wouldn't you? You become a
Side
millionaire.
effects that you may not like, but hey, if you want to live with it,
so does life.
I know exactly.
So does life. Check this out. You know, I mean, there's plenty of people that. I mean, I have an uncle that got fucking Alzheimer's at a young age, right?
I shouldn't laugh. That was just so random.
No, I'm just telling you, it's random. It's fucking life's random. I never understand. People say, "Well, so steroids." I'm like, well, I would do that shit if I was that good of a baseball player and I was just missing out on the cusp. I would load up on fucking steroids and I would become a millionaire, be on the front of all these. Then they sit me down in front of Congress. I wouldn't lie. I'd just say, yeah, hell yeah, I did all those steroids. Why the fuck would you not? All right, you're calling my name into Congress for a reason. All right. You're not calling Chris Hoyles, all right? You're calling fucking, you know, big time players. No disrespect to Chris Hoyles, but I'm just saying. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. Dick Gertzberger saying, "Who the hell should he bet on?" I would take Chattanooga right now, live bet if I were you. Ooh.
Oh, dude, I love that T.O.'s there, man. I love T.O. Shout out to T.O. for being there. He's been repping his mocks all year, man.
Dude, he was at the Pittsburgh first round game too. I think it was 2 years ago. I was in college that year.
Donate to that NIL, T.O.
Good Lord. That was half in.
Oh, buddy.
I will say, I underestimated the Chattanooga crowd.
Yeah.
Like they had some more. They had people there.
Missed that.
Yeah, they had people there the other night, but like tonight, it's been definitely a Chattanooga crowd. Oh God, it's fucking defense.
Nobody can guard him.
Well, especially when you fucking just don't guard him at all. Just give him a fucking free run down.
Yeah, I like this episode, by the way. It's coming out. People, if you're a first-time listener, you're getting the true experience.
They've been asking for a live watch along. Here's your live watch along.
Drop acid right now.
You dumb.
What just happened? Was that a screen? Illegal screen? What happened?
It wasn't even a screen. He just pushed off. Like, what are you doing?
Well, I feel like it's a good time to talk about, our next sponsor. Edge Boost. SGPN's partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card, and you know your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured, baby. The best part is no credit checks. They're not going to know that you missed a fucking child support payment, 16 straight fucking years. All right. And it's completely free. Sign up today at edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. Yes, MyBookie is your place to bet every single sport, including the Crown. The Crown is yours. College basketball, which is loading up this Saturday with two big time Crown basketball games. Plus, they have props for every game. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head on over to mybookie.ag. Use our promo code TCESGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back.
That could be a big missed free throw.
Short-armed it.
Fucking grab it.
What are you doing? You fucking fire crotch, dude.
Grab it.
Yeah. Fire crotch is sitting there watching the whole game happen right in front of his face.
Thumb up his ass. How do you not grab that loose ball?
Dude, he's been terrible the last 5 minutes of this game.
They called a fucking bullshit foul on that.
Look at that.
How do you not dive on that fucking ball? Oh my, that's sickening. What year is he?
Yeah. Fire crotch killing me there.
Oh, dude, he fucking
I'm just gonna lean back. I'll go to half court. Go ahead, shoot.
Yeah, he takes every
run after that
rebound.
rebound.
He can't even get on the goddamn floor for a loose ball.
Yeah.
Oh man, this guy, he's point shaving for his old team. Isn't he like an 87% free throw shooter?
Yeah, he's money.
Jeremy Lin would be not happy.
Oh,
that's his mentor. What a game. Dude, this other game is fucking good too.
I know. It's tied up at 51 with 5 minutes left. Eric Dixon said, I'm not done with my career yet. I got to score a lot of points. They might.
Ginger!
Oh! I take everything back, Fire Crotch.
Oh, man.
Onions!
Third time's a charm.
Oh, this fucking.
This is a fucking great game right now. Jeremy Lin hits it again. Yeah.
They're going to leave Ginger open again. I can guarantee you that. Oh,
he did.
No way. Oh, good fucking pass. What are you doing?
Oh, he dribbled down a wide open layup.
Why did you pass up the layup? Hey, you don't have to foul.
Oh,
I'm sorry. This is why I hate this generation. This is why I hate this generation. Why couldn't you just lay it up right there?
Or
3 is more than 2. 3 is more than 2. Analytics tells me 3 is more than 2.
No, he was hearing footsteps. There's a 7-footer down low. He was hearing that.
You got to go up. You got to go up right there. I mean, that's pathetic.
Ginger's out.
Get him out.
It might be a positive. Why had they been going to him instead of Huff?
Dude, no one was close to him on this fucking line.
Oh, God, lay it in.
What are you doing? No one was there. No one was there, Bieniek. He just
Damn.
He was hearing footsteps.
What footsteps?
He wasn't even in the same zip code.
Terrell Owens' footsteps? What the fuck are you talking about?
He was hearing footsteps.
Good Lord.
Oh, God.
Pal. Jesus.
That Mulholland kid, he had a game, though. 19 points is his highest, second highest point total of the year.
Just
he fouled out. He's gonna go get him. He's gonna go do the Mickey Mantle thing. Some girl in Indiana is gonna give him fellatio underneath those bleachers.
In that triple overtime game, he put up 21, but 19 is his second highest total of the entire season. I don't know why they were looking to him every single time down the stretch.
Sean Green would be losing his fucking mind right now. 90% of his handicaps are free throw shooting, and Irvine is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country.
How many like what is that percentage over the past 5 minutes?
Dude.
He's an 83% three.
This is great. This is absolutely great. YouTube.com/the college
They've
experience.
missed 5 free throws in the last 6 minutes of game time.
We're gonna
Easily
really,
5.
We're really going to need a TCE trip.
Oh, my God. Dude, they're just giving him that fucking three. Oh! Fucking Leitner.
He needed a personal invitation to take that shot.
We have timeouts. What are we doing? Oh, no.
Oh man, I can't believe he made that when he was that open. He froze, he looks around, he goes, I don't even know if I'd say that's onions. He had to take that shot.
Wow.
Still 2.3 on the clock. You want your Jeremy Lin moment. It's possible.
I mean, just Russ Turner not going to take a timeout in the final 25 minutes of this game?
I'm sorry. This game plan for Irvine, like I know you want.
It's not even game plan. If they hit free throws, they win the game.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand you don't want to guard the 4 and 5s for Chattanooga, but that's a 10-footer. He's a college basketball player. Why is he not guarding him there?
Well, the tape we watched.
Look at this. He's wide open.
He almost hit the 3 before regulation too, right? Wasn't he the guy?
He hit a 3 earlier in the night.
Yeah.
Like he can make a 10-footer.
Well, his shooting stroke looks actually like decent. Like, I'm not saying he's a good shooter, but I'm just saying like the form is actually there.
I just don't know how you. I just don't know how you don't call a timeout there. Set up a play or something.
Yeah, Kessler.
He still has dude? He still has 3 timeouts.
Dude,
so
he got a 4th timeout going into overtime. He didn't call a single one in the second half.
Dude, if he throw the ball to half court,
he's pulling a
catch it, call timeout.
They didn't have any game pressure until 2 minutes left in the second half. They didn't need to take a timeout.
T.O. just like drunk as shitter on the sideline.
I love it though, man. I love the fact
Dude, he's just shoveling
man. The fact he's here on the NIT, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. 2 great programs. What a game.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this, actually, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to just edit the fucking the part where we talk about the Final Four.
Yeah, that's typically what we do.
Yeah.
Oh, miss this on purpose.
My God.
Miss this on purpose. Actually, they have 3 timeouts. Will Turner take a timeout?
I think he will. You can use 2 of them right now. Just draw up the play. Timeout to draw up the play. No. No one can hit a free throw.
There must be something about this court because Butler, whenever it was a close game, never made a free throw either.
Oh, man. So you don't even need a 3.
We're good. We should be good on a cover at least, Colby. Unless somehow there's a foul and he makes 1 of 2 or 1 of 3. We should be in with the cover.
Yeah. YouTube.com/the college experience. Come enjoy perhaps the agony of defeat with Noah Bieniek, perhaps, or the joy of cashing a future bet. And gas, you can see Bieniek basically gas up that LeBaron if this thing hits here.
His Wi-Fi is about to go out.
Yeah. I mean, come on, just get out of this timeout. Get out of this fucking
rename
timeout.
the episode NIT Watch Along.
I know. The first half hour of the show.
I can't wait for the TMZ people. Get to the picks.
I know.
Another timeout.
As we're sitting here drinking beers and talking shit and fucking calling people gingers and Jeremy Lin. Oh, the TMZ crowd is going to be fucking on. They're going to be jumping off a cliff.
Well, that's why there's a trim for it. You know, there's a trim. But maybe we should talk about what's going on in this Villanova game right now.
That's a good question.
It is currently Nova up 2 with 3:37 left.
This NIT game is so good. I had the other game on, and I couldn't tell you one play that's happened other than Dixon hit like a 40-footer a minute ago.
Yeah. The winner of this game will be playing UCF, who knocked off Cincinnati earlier tonight in a Big 12 Classic / AAC Classic that Mac was touting last night. Oh my God.
Oh my God. He missed.
Hey, so we've got Final Four games to talk about and give up.
Did you see that? Did you fucking just see that?
How did he miss that?
There's nobody there. Oh my God.
How did the kid for Chattanooga miss in regulation, and how did he miss that?
Oh man.
Oh my God, he fucking Noonan'd it from Caddyshack. He got the fucking yips.
Oh boy. I mean, go check that YouTube, not only youtube.com/the college experience. If you're not watching this game, you're going to want to see this ending here as the Mocs and Terrell Owens and company champs, NIT champs.
T.O.'s at center court celebrating with the team.
That's great, man. That's great. Yeah. And Jeff in the chat, the tournament was absolute fire. NIT was the best tournament of them all. CBI, the Crown. I know there's still two games left. There are 3 games left in the Crown. But
he had it off in time too.
Oh, why do you not use the backboard?
I know.
Oh my God! Use the glass. Oh.
Wow.
Is that the greatest NIT tournament of all time? Like in terms of just like the quality of games?
In a long time, I'll say that. I remember it being fire in the 90s, but I mean,
I really liked this year's NIT because there wasn't like a bunch of nonsense.
How did he miss that? All right, well, let's get into this. Villanova currently up 56-55 against USC. I mean, we could wait it out here on this, but we got to do this. We got to do this.
Max
Game 1.
A radio hit at midnight.
Yeah.
Game 1 on Saturday is not the Final Four. It is the Crown. Nebraska taking on Boise State, Las Vegas, Nevada. Boise State and Tyson. He's my favorite player in college hoops, but Tyson DeGenerate Hart is
Tyler?
He's phenomenal.
Tanner?
Tanner DeGenerate Hart is my favorite player in college. But if you haven't seen him yet.
Oh, Dagenhart. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I apologize. Yes, we are making fun of CBS Sports. Yes, Boise State's laying 1.5. This game's actually awesome. I know we've come at the Crown a little bit. Mac, you got your headspace back going good after they refunded you.
Yeah,
right?
good people.
Yeah, they're good people, and they're good people playing this game right now as USC takes the lead right now. 57-56 with 2:21 left. But this Nebraska Boise game has me pretty excited to watch. Boise's laying 1.5. Buckham Broncos. Leon Rice is my guy. You know I'm at Mountain West Media Days doing fucking oyster shooters at the bar right down the floor below, and then I come up there and talk to these guys. And Leon Rice, hell of a nice guy. Deegan Hart, Andrew Meadow. I know it's not the way they wanted their careers to end, but it is. They're here in the Crown, and I think they're going to move along to the championship game. I'm going to lay the 1.5. Mac, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to take Nebraska, man. I like what I've seen from Bryce Williams and Juwan Gary. I think they're super motivated as well to continue their college careers. I couldn't believe this Nebraska team choked the way they did down the stretch, but they've been motivated out there in Vegas. They were impressive pulling away from Georgetown, Arizona State. They should have lost that game, but came back, got that yips out of the way. I like the Cornhuskers here. I think they knock off Boise. Bieniek?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Fred Hoiberg over Leon Rice. Napkin also has Nebraska -1, total at 152.5. I agree with a lot of what Mac had already just said.
Well, you could just say you like the Big Ten more than the Mountain West. I understand.
No, I like Boise. I think they're a very solid team. Could have been in the NCAA
Don't try to
tournament.
don't try to pepper this one like Mac last night after saying, "Well, look, Big 12 won Big 12." He's like, and then he's like, "I was not touting. I was not touting."
Big 12's in the Final Four of the Gold Crown, the old shiny Knights.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bieniek. Continue your point.
No, I think that where there's possibly an edge is Boise State's a really good rebounding team, and Nebraska hasn't quite been offensively, at least. But I think Nebraska, I think they've been a little bit more impressive to me in the Crown for what it's worth. They've had a tougher first two opponents, so I'll go the Huskers here. Just get me to the Final Four.
All right, we got a battle. This game's awesome. What are you talking about? Don't shit on this game. It's a fun game. All right. We got a battle in Vegas. Dundee on the Broncos. Mac and Phoenix on the Huskers. All right, we have another game, but in the Crown, we will get to that later because right now it's 59-59 with 59 seconds left. Holy shit! Auburn, Florida, in San Antonio, Texas. Todd Golden going up against Bruce Pearl. He beat Bruce Pearl, his old boss, earlier this year. So I know Bruce Pearl's thinking. You know what Bruce Pearl's thinking? He's thinking,
Because I understand how the bastard thinks. I taught him. Now I own one.
Janai Broom has been, dinged up. He says he's 100%. I don't know if I buy that shit or not. Do you buy that shit, Mac? Is he 100%?
I don't think he's been 100% since the first tip off of the year. He was in a shoulder brace from the very get-go, rolled his ankle in late January, early February, whenever that was. I don't think he's been 100% for the last month plus.
I agree with Noah. Yeah. I don't think the injuries will be as big an issue as they would be if they win this game on a short turn. He's had 6 days to take God knows what drugs they're juicing him up with. It is the SEC.
I love how this is the narrative too.
Can we take samples?
I love how this is the narrative too prior to the game. Like Janai Broom has 6 days of rest heading into this one. That's more days of rest than he's had over the last, I don't know how many weeks. Maybe outside of the SEC tournament into the NCAA tournament, but still, he'll welcome that rest.
Yeah, and Auburn, please, whatever you're giving Janai Broom drug wise, please, we will take samples over here on the college experience. Please, Florida's laying 2.5. Now, this is my thing here. Whoever makes the in-game adjustments, it's gonna probably win the game. Or Walter Clayton Jr. is just going to go in fuck you mode. And that's what I'm banking on here. I'm taking the Gators minus 2.5 points to get to the national championship. I already bet it. Feeling good about it. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm wearing the Florida hat. So those on watching on video know where I'm going on this. But I do think that Bruce Pearl's not going to deploy the same strategy and game plan that they did earlier in the first game where Florida won 90-81. They were leading by 20 plus in the jungle. They are not going to want to run with the Gators here. I don't believe. Auburn has shown tendencies of being able to win in multiple different game scripts this season, whether it's a slow drag it out game or whether it's a very high scoring up and down game. I don't think that they're best suited to win that up and down game, especially with a couple of guys that are nicked up. So I think this is going to be a slower tempoed pace game for what it's worth. I like the under here. The napkin does have it right at 159.5. With that being said, I think that Florida's guards are better than Auburn's guards. And I think that's what it comes down to in this one. I think that, the first matchup where Auburn played Florida, Janai, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. I kind of expect that or a little bit less of Janai I am going to take Florida because I think it's guards on guards in this matchup. And I've been saying it pretty much the entire year. I think the Gators trio is better than a lot of other trios in the country. So Florida -2.5 under. Do you want props now, or are we going to wait for props until after Mac gives an angle?
After Mac gives an angle, but yeah, so we're both on Florida. I agree with you. I like the under 2 at this stadium. Mac, what are you doing here?
So early in the week, I was like, oh, Florida's going to boat race him. And I was buying into the Broom narrative, and I started thinking more and more about it. And Broom's been hurt since January. This isn't anything new that he's banged up. I know a lot of people are running with that angle because they probably just tuned into college basketball 2 weeks ago. I thought that Florida actually whipped him on the glass, and that was why they won that game. I went back and watched that game. Elijah Martin was ruled out the morning of that game.
Yeah.
Walter played and went fucking bonkers. And you know who else went bonkers? Urban Klavzar, the fourth white card. They came in and made every three. They made 13 threes, and that's why they ambushed Auburn at the Jungle. Bruce Pearl, I listened to his press conference today. They're not going to guard Florida the way that they guarded him before. And Noah's point, they're going to drag it in the half court. And I think that you're getting Bruce Pearl as a dog, and I thought about this more and more. I'm not taking Todd Golden as a favorite in his biggest game of his coaching career against his mentor when they haven't looked good in the tournament. To be honest, Auburn has looked better than Florida.
Both have looked a little sketchy at times, but yes, you're right.
I would say Auburn is actually playing better over the last 2 weeks. I think Florida's actually hit a little bit of that wall.
I would say Florida's played better competition, though.
Maybe, probably, but they've been very vulnerable inside. And Texas Tech got what they wanted at the rim. UConn got what they wanted at the rim. I think he's going to challenge those guards, Mazzara, Jones, Kelly, and then Pettiford's going to make enough big plays down the stretch with Broom and Cardwell too. I think Auburn's going to beat him, actually. The more and more I thought about it, revenge angle, Bruce Pearl, rah-rah, underdog role. He's been in a Final Four. They should have beat Virginia last time they were in the Final Four. I don't think they mess it up this time. I think they beat Florida.
You mentioned this, though, and Janai Broom almost had a triple-double in that game. If he's dinged up just a little bit. I mean, and another thing is
here, though.
I know, but I'm just saying he almost had a triple-double in that fucking game.
18,
you know what
11,
I mean?
and yeah, 9.
And then another thing is they killed them on the glass. Auburn did. Are they going to be able to still get that, especially if you change up the defensive approach? Are you going to be able to dominate the boards like you did before? That to me is a big X factor in this game. But I do believe, like, I'm kind of with you, Mac, where I thought, man, I trust Pearl more than I do Golden, but both aren't known for their in-game adjustments.
For what it's worth, I think it was 40-40 rebound battle in that game.
It was.
What? No, I mean, on offensive rebounding, it was 15-9. Auburn to Florida.
Do you know what the line was last time they played?
Yeah, Auburn was favored by like 8.
11.
11.
Now they're a dog?
So here's my angle, because I think Colby and I are seeing eye to eye here. I just don't think they can operate through Janai. I think it's a guard-on-guard matchup. Miles Kelly was money against Florida in that first game. I think that it's going to be guard on guard, and it's either going to be Denver Jones, Miles Kelly, Chad Baker Mazzara. Somebody is going to have a great game for the Tigers on the perimeter. Give me Miles Kelly higher than 12.5 points and assists over on Underdog Fantasy. Use code TCE SGPN.
Woo.
He's taken 47 3-pointers in the postseason. That's 6 postseason games. And it's 3-6. This player projection is, or 3-3 in his last 6 games. I think that you're going to see more possessions where he has a chance offensively than you would have other games recently. So,
yeah, and speaking of which, on Underdog Fantasy, promo code TCE SGPN, Janai Broom lower than 19.5 points. Wait a second. So he was healthier, and he was at home in the Jungle, and he only went for 18. Smash that lower. Smash that fucking lower. But back to your point on the actual game, Bieniek. What's crazy is you dive into this box score from the game back on when the fuck was this? What month was this? This was January? February, early February, I think. Was Auburn kind of destroys the box score here. Like you look at this, Auburn had more steals, points in the paint. Auburn had 8 more points, second chance points. They had 7 more points.
3 balls.
Yeah. I mean, free throws is what killed Auburn. Free throws. Just 61% from the free throw line. Florida was 83%, only missed 3 free throws the entire game. But Auburn shot a lot more of them. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Florida is just the better team here. In-game adjustments, sure. Bruce Pearl was probably the coach I would trust more to make those adjustments, but I just think Walter Clayton Jr. is playing at an elite level. Part of the reasons why I did take the higher than 20.5. I think he likes the spotlight on him. He's clearly shown that this tournament. And yeah, I think the Gators prevail. And I think they rebound the ball better than they did in that matchup at the Jungle. Keep an eye on that. I think Florida's going to win the rebounding battle.
They got whipped because they gave up 13 threes. I don't think Florida. I think all week Pearl's gonna have Kelly, Jones, and Mazar ready to get up in and get in Clayton's shit. I think they're gonna be super physical with him. I know he makes crazy ass shots. He made 3 from like the logo in this game. And now I know he's done that a bunch this year, but I'll bank on this not coming to fruition this time around. I'm going to take the higher 15.5 points on Tahad Pettiford because he's always been the X factor in these big games. I think that they had won like 13 in a row going into this Florida game. They had a bad night, asleep at the wheel. I don't think they're asleep here. I think they punch Florida in the mouth. They're the more physical team. So Auburn and Tahad Pettiford game for me.
There we go. Jake Flynn says, I just joined, boys. Did you guys talk about the NIT? Yeah, we did a watch along. Check it out. And by the way, Villanova just won 60-59 against USC as they advance. Look, a lot of people are saying these crown games were NBA games. I'm glad they gave us a 90s NBA game, 60-59. Houston is in San Antonio taking on the Duke Blue Devils. Duke's laying 5.5. Remember a year ago, Sweet 16 run by Kelvin Sampson. Jamal Shedd gets injured, and John Shire and the Blue Devils advanced by 3. I think it was 54-51, if memory serves me correct. Duke laying 5.5 to me. I think we kind of hit on this, guys, what we recapped the other day with Grant Nelson. I think Alabama gave them a little nugget. Alabama got their ass whooped, but Grant Nelson defended Cooper Flagg pretty well. I think Kelvin Sampson's sitting over there taking notes on who, and I'm fascinated to see who he pairs up on Cooper Flagg, providing they don't get in foul trouble, which, probably will happen. But still, I'm kind of fascinated by that element. The way Houston can rebound the ball, the chip on the shoulder, losing to Duke a year ago, and the way they lost with losing one of their top guys. I'm all over the 5.5 with Houston there in San Antonio. This is the year of Kelvin Sampson. He gets that natty. Oh, did I reveal my hand for the Sunday show? But honestly, I think Houston's going to defend better. I think it's going to be a 1-possession game with a minute left. So give me the 5.5 with Houston. I think they're going to defend the 3 well. I'm a little they got to figure out a plan for Knuppel. That motherfucker's underrated.
He's good.
Really underrated. Yeah. But I think I think Houston's going to prevail. Give me like a rock fight type of win. Houston, I don't know, 64-62 or something like that. They get that dub. Bieniek, what are you doing here? Or actually, Mac. Mac's got a TV spot. So
I'm actually at 12:15. So I just read the text. So we got 20
idiot.
minutes.
Perfect. Let me do another shot then. Let's talk about it.
Bieniek, take it away.
No, you go.
All right. So I was always going to be on Houston. I mean, Houston's my national champion pick, and
me too.
With the way some people are talking about Houston, you would think Duke's playing Houston Christian this week. No offense to Houston Christian.
Love their football, CVS.
They were money for us ATS this year.
Did you know, just so we throw a couple facts out there on Houston, they've won 30 out of 31. They have not lost a game in regulation since Saturday, November 9th against Auburn. So just a couple stats, like Houston's not some slapdick team that some of these people are making them out to be. Everybody talks about the Shed injury, myself included. But Sampson pointed this out today. You know who else wasn't healthy for that fucking game? He was out for the year? Tugler. Tugler is going to be the one that's going to be guarding Cooper Flagg here on Saturday night. I mean, they're going to throw multiple bodies at him.
And by the way, Cooper Flagg lower than 18.5 points. Yes. Promo code TCE SGPN. Sorry, Matt, continue.
Yes, I'll co-sign that. And I was thinking about a team comp in the ACC. It was hard to find just because we talked about how bad the ACC is. The slowest team outside of Virginia is Clemson. What did Clemson do? They limited possessions. They dragged them in the mud. They did the opposite of what Alabama tried to do against Duke on Saturday. Houston, I know everybody talks about their defense. They are the number one three-point shooting team in the country, too. It's a weird combo that they're the number one three-point shooting team and the number one defense. You usually don't see those two paired up. Houston's got the vets. Houston's got Kelvin Sampson on 6 days of prep. They also are in San Antonio, if you did not know. And they also have had by far the hardest fucking bracket. They tried to keep them out of the Final Four. They didn't want them to see Duke in the Final Four. They gave them a KenPom top 10 team in Gonzaga in the round of fucking 32. They gave them Purdue in Indy. They gave them Tennessee in Indy. They've already won back-to-back road games. Keep the 5.5, which is my favorite dog number. I don't need 5.5. Houston is knocking off the Dukies. Revenge Saturday night at the Alamo. Give me those Houston guards, and the X Factor, Juwan Roberts, comes up big time with those 10 to 12-foot floaters over Malawatch. Let's go, Cougs.
Bieniek. Do we have a triple lock?
I don't know. My pick, by the way, brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code SGPN10 for 10% off any tickets. Plenty of events going on, whether it's baseball, MLB, or college baseball. If you're heading down to San Antonio for the Final Four, plenty of action to get in over there. SGPN10, 10% off any tickets. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek. I'm on Duke to win. I just think that this is going to be a close game, and when it's a close game, it'll matter who has the whistle. No doubt in my mind this Duke team's getting the whistle. The Houston crowd's going to keep them in the game the entire way, though. I think Houston's experience is really, really a huge factor in this game. The three freshmen have been Duke's best three players all season long, but none of them handle a ball. This is still a Duke team that doesn't have a traditional point guard. They've done pretty damn well down the second half of the season, really kind of ironing things out. But against these high pressure teams, like Duke's gonna put some pressure on the ball handler here. Is it Sion James? Is it Con Knipple? Is it Cooper Flagg? In those tight early season games, that's where Duke had their issues. Houston's going to present those type of issues again. Will they come to the forefront? And they are issues still? I don't know. I have Duke winning. I have Houston covering the 5.5. So it is going to be a triple lock. I like the under in this one as well. The Cocktail Napkins got it at 133.5. My look for this one that I like the most is Kamon Malawatch, higher than 22.85 fantasy points. Houston, if they're not making their shots from deep, are going to have to go down low. The reason why I question that number one three-point shooting percentage in the nation, Mac, is because of Duke's length. The same reason that they kept Alabama at arm's length the entire way was because Alabama really couldn't get a ton of clean looks from deep. Yes, Houston's very efficient, and they scheme up their open looks, but I still think that Duke's length is going to give them some issues. So they're going to have to go in deep. And Kaman Malawak has 6 blocks in the last 3 games. Blocks are worth 3 fantasy points each. And he's going to be the best rebounder on the floor, on the defensive end, especially if Houston is chucking up some missed shots. I like Malawak to fill up the stat sheet in a variety of ways rather than just points. Also, another good look is Emmanuel Sharp, higher than 21.15 fantasy points. Steals are worth 3. He is one of their best perimeter defenders. If Houston's applying that ball pressure like I think they will, Duke could have some issues out there. And that's going to tally up steals. Mac has said that Sharp is game in big moments the entire year. He's been the one that's hit some clutch threes for them this year. So I like Sharp to stuff the stat sheet as well. 2 fantasy points higher than on Underdog Fantasy.
Woo! Get on over there. Promo code TCE SGPN. We have a triple lock with the Houston Cougars. Let's go. Plus 5.5.
Hey, underrated nugget. Houston's already played 2 games in a football stadium. So them
different, a little different though.
Yeah, but
now you're across the 50 now instead of across the end zone.
True, but at least they're used to the elevated floor and that bullshit element that it provides. So this will be Duke's first game on an elevated floor all year.
Fair. Shout out to Jake Flynn giving us $10. What a hell of a year for his Chattanooga Mocs. He hit the NIT future there. Shout out to that.
100-1.
Yes, and absolute the best in the business. Go Mocs. Hey, shout out to you, Jake. Appreciate the donation. Enjoy your victory. I hope the Mocs make the NCAA tournament next year. I thought it was great seeing Terrell Owens there, and a really good NIT game despite a lot of missed free throws and a couple bogus 3-point. I had the Mocs, by the way, money line. Yeah, let's go. Great win, great season. Dan Arrow, good hire. We do have one more game on the slate, and I was hoping if the chat could help me find a line right now. The Crown has one game that we just found out. Villanova took down USC 60-59, setting up the semifinal there of UCF Villanova in Vegas Saturday.
Nova's a 2 favorite on Ken Palm, but again, that's factoring in a lot of UCF production that is missing.
Yeah, you're gonna want to. I mean, these lines have been bouncing all around, but I'm on Villanova. I was kind of in a weird spot there because I had Nova and USC futures, but then I also had bet Nova minus the points, so I ate shit on that. But I was like, if I'm not going to cash that, I want USC to win the game outright, so my bigger future could win. Just sweating all sides of this shit. But I'm going to take Nova minus if it is, let's just say it's 3. Add a point onto that. If it's 3.5, I'm still taking Nova. And if you get back to 5.5 is where I worry a little bit. Mac, where's your threshold there?
Give me the Knights. Just give me the Knights outright. This tournament makes no sense. This is a UCF type of tournament. Win games that they shouldn't win. Johnny Dawkins gonna get a contract extension out of this baby. Let's go. Go Knights.
Mike Nardi's coaching for his job. Sorry, Bieniek, go.
He ain't getting a job. Willard's got it.
No,
Willard could hire him onto the.
Talking about the Cleveland State job, or the Central Michigan job. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm going with UCF too. You look at the way that this team, the chat saying that they're missing production. Yeah, I get
they've
it.
been missing it the whole tourney.
That's why I'm shitting on this entire tournament, because they are winning games still. But they're winning games in this style of the way the tournament's been the entire time. Nova bottom 15 in tempo in the country. UCF top 15 in tempo in the country. These style of games definitely is going to favor UCF, a team that will run third game in 5 days or whatever it's going to be. I think there's an element to it as well. Like UCF now has some guys that didn't really see the floor a ton during the year. They're playing pretty hard, whether it be transfer portal cash because there's 8 guys in the portal, or a role on this team next year in front of Dawkins. I like UCF.
All right, we're doing battle on the final fucking crown game on Saturday. Dundee on the Wildcats. Mac Bieniek on the very, very, very Golden Knights of UCF. All right. And by the way, make sure you stay up to date with us because we will talk about that line movement, or when the line's officially out, we will be back. But we got to go right now. All right. This is our show. What's the game you guys feel best about? Throw the crown shit out there. Let's go to the Final Four. What do you feel best about? To me, it's the Houston plus 5.5. The unknown of Todd Golden's in-game coaching, the unknown of how dinged up Broom really is, has me a little uncertain on Florida, but I feel like Florida's the right side. Bieniek, what were you going to say?
I don't think I mentioned the cocktail napkin number in the entire Duke-Houston game because you guys would have loved it. Houston is favored by 1.5 on the cocktail napkin. You've got Mackie, I think you're on mute, but you've got, 6-7 points of Duke tax that you might be paying there.
Well, because Torvik likes Houston better than Duke. Ken Palm is the one that drools over Duke.
And Ken Palm is where the books are at.
Yeah.
And Ken Palm, a noted ACC guy.
Yeah, ACC bullshit. Yeah.
Ken Palm's only got it by 2.
Yeah.
Only a 2-point favorite for Duke, though. So
I think Houston's favored by 1 on Torvik.
I think it's just the sports books are not wanting to take a ton of Duke action.
They're saying Duke is UConn last year. I don't agree with that. I don't think they're as good as UConn. I think they're really good. Don't get me wrong.
I'll take Ken Palm and Torvik over sportsbook numbers.
What was I gonna say? My favorite one, Colby, is just Houston money line. I think just every
money lines too.
There's so many factors going in Houston's favor. Revenge, having that whole team back that was there for that heartbreak, watching Shed go down, getting Tugler back. In San Antonio, Kelvin Sampson, defense and pace versus Duke's speed and youth. There's just a lot of factors. Houston's beating Duke on Saturday night. Let's go Cougs.
Yeah. Bieniek, what's the one you feel best about?
I feel best about Janai Broom not being able to equal what he did the first game against Florida. So that's going to trickle down to somebody else is going to produce that hasn't during this Auburn run. And I have a feeling that it could be Miles Kelly again. He had a great day against Florida the first time. And I think that Elijah Martin, who is the Gators' best perimeter defender, you got to put him on Tahad Pettiford when he's on the floor. You don't have a choice. He's been, money down the stretch here. You want somebody to take advantage of somebody that has the Walter Clayton matchup or the Will Richard matchup. I think you get Miles Kelly higher than 12.5 points and assists, something very similar, wherever you're looking at for these numbers. But he's taken 47 threes during the postseason, 6 postseason games. The player projection or prop is 3-3. I think he has a good day there. I'll Duke winning the game, but Houston plus 5.5, I think is my favorite look of the 2 games.
You think Duke can win a close game against Houston?
Dude, they're going to get the whistle. They have the physicality to match Houston, in my opinion. This is the best defense that Duke has had in maybe my recent memory, like half my life.
Have they won a close game all year, though, outside of Carolina because the fucking guy stepped over the line on the free throw?
Early on, maybe, right? Early on, maybe November, December.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Didn't the NC State game get a little close?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Auburn was close, but they were in Cameron.
That's part of the reason I just like the money line so much is if it's close, I can't see Houston giving that thing away, dragging it into the mud.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Houston's the safer play of the two, but I feel pretty good about a Houston money line play and a Houston, Florida national championship game Monday night. Don't forget also, we got the crown action. Great lead in. Say what you want about it. I love the fact we got hoops during the day because they start these things late over here on the East Coast. Makes me miss the West Coast. But check out the crown action that we got going on. And make sure you give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Noah did tonight drop a college baseball episode. There's great college
More of those coming.
College baseball matchups is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Coming
after this weekend, you can expect the schedule of Thursday night. There will be a Friday pick show. Friday night, there will be a Friday recap, Saturday pick show. And then either Sunday night or Monday sometime, there will be a weekend recap and some midweek looks. So
there you go. So check out that. If we're going to drop a Frozen 4 episode next week, we got the Frozen 4 Final 4 teams in NCAA hockey coming. Yeah. You can make some cash there. And also make sure you check out Moneyline Mac. He's still diving into the transfer portal, the coaching cycle. Carousel. I'm fucking drinking over here. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us all year. And I look forward to coming back on and talking about all this other action and talking shit to you guys, and appreciate the chat. Check out the college football experience as well. We have a bunch of episodes scheduled there. Sac State. How about Sac State going FBS? Saying fuck you, throwing in a bunch of money. They got Mike Bibby. They got Shaq's son. I mean, they're just killing it right now. We're going to talk all about that in the coming weeks. So, subscribe, tell a friend. Also, check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Check out the UFL Gambling Podcast as well. But I went 6-1-1 last weekend. I mean, spring specialist over here. Till next time, folks. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7 messages. 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks, largely because leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged, board stiff. So arrange the pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get over